Mute Maniac here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am demoing for you a Ultimate Werewolf party card game sidekick piece of software that I wrote for browsers. If you don't know what Ultimate Werewolf is, I may have a description for you. Ultimate Werewolf is a social deduction party game where each player gets a secret role. Most are villagers. A few werewolves handled by the moderator. The game alternates between night, when werewolves secretly choose a victim, and day, where everyone debates, accuses, and votes to eliminate someone they suspect. Villagers win by eliminating all the werewolves. Werewolves win by reducing the group until they can't be outvoted. So, Ultimate Werewolf is a party game. I host it a lot. And I actually am going to be hosting Ultimate Werewolf for a Halloween party this Saturday. In my past life, I ran a video game bar. And we would have Ultimate Werewolf 3 times a week. And I would always run it for groups as small as 6 or 7 people. I've done a Ultimate Werewolf party group the size, I think 150 people. Was as big as I ever did it. So, it is crazy. It's a fun game. Ultimate Werewolf has an app that you can install on your phone. And I feel like the app is a bit over-engineered for me. Essentially, it lets you take pictures of people to try to remember them. You can build your deck. Ultimate Werewolf has a ridiculous amount of cards. Each card has a different power. You can find this information either in the box or even or online on a Wikipedia page. There are a ton of roles. It's really up to the brain power of the host / moderator who's running the game. So picture it. One person standing and 10 or 15 people sitting in a circle. Each person gets a card face down. And then there was a short phase where everyone has to close their eyes and the moderator wakes people up one at a time and has to remember who's who. It can get confusing, and the moderator can get burnt out pretty quick. So without further ado, I am still working on this, but it's usable for simple games. This is the Ultimate Werewolf Host Sidekick. It's a browser-based, no app necessary. I will have the link in the description. And the version you're seeing right now is like version 6. And I only have I have some of the main cards that I use on a regular basis. I will be adding more roles if people start using this thing. Leave a comment if you want more roles. I will make them. But for now, I will show you how to use this. And so that you don't have to write things down. And maybe you don't have to take people's pictures, which is very, very time consuming. So let's say you're going to host a game of Ultimate Werewolf. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to click Simple Game. And this is just a simple version. And you're going to have your Ultimate Werewolf cards. So you do a head count. How many people are playing? Once you know how many people are playing, the moderator can figure out which powers they want the village to have. So let's say you have 10 people playing. Hypothetically, you might do the Bodyguard, the Seer. These are almost in every single one. The Witch, and then, so that's 1, 2, 3. 2 Werewolves. That brings us to 5. I might do 2 Masons. And this works way better on phone, trust me. And that leaves 3 villagers. Alright. So, yes. Perfect. Alright, so that's a group of 10 people. Then I click Start Game. So what the app's going to do is the app is going to start by doing check phase. Have all players close their eyes. Read these out loud as you wake up each group. Okay? Now, you could do it this way. Sometimes before I have them close their eyes, I'll just tell them who's in the game. Especially if there's new players. So I'll say, Bodyguard, each night we wake you up, and you can pick a person that you want to protect that night. If the werewolves select that person, they don't die. Masons, I wake them up together and say, Masons, wake up, open your eyes, look at each other. Know that that person is a trusted villager. Protect them during the day when there is lots of accusations. Seer, each night they wake up, they can ask me whether or not someone's a werewolf. Witch can save a player, and poison to kill a player. Each night they can do it. I can wake them up, and they can do it. And then, of course, werewolves wake up, and you kill people. So down here I have notes. These notes are persistent. So you're on your mobile phone. So the first night, you have everybody close their eyes, you say, Bodyguard, wake up. And you don't know who the Bodyguard is yet, because you gave these people cards face down. So you will say, Bodyguard, wake up. They're going to open their eyes. Let's say you're playing with a group you don't know who anybody is. I might do something like red shirt, blonde hair. This is enough for me to remember who that person is. And just by typing it on my phone is enough for me to do it. Then I'll say, Bodyguard, go to sleep. Masons wake up. I don't necessarily need to know who they are, but if I am overwhelmed, or if somebody else is running this and you want to know who the Masons are, it'll just help you with that. Seer, I definitely want to know. I'll say, Seer, wake up, and let's just say it's, girl, short hair, green shirt. Or if I know their name, I can write their name, right? Werewolves might be Gary and Mary. And the witch might be someone you don't know, tall AF guy, right? So, now that I have my notes, I can begin night 1. The web app will howl on your phone, letting everyone know the night has started. You will tell them, all right, guys, close your eyes. In the first night, only the werewolves act. Because the werewolves have to kill somebody to let the villagers know there's a problem. Some people play like the moderator has died. And now the moderator is hosting. I don't do it that way. I will have the werewolf kill somebody. Night 1. Sucks to be suck. What I will do is if somebody's killed round 1, I will make it so they are immortal the next game for 3 rounds. So it's like, I'll run 3 or 4 rounds. So it gives these people night 1 immunity for the next game, so it doesn't hurt so bad. Now notice my notes are persistent. They're always here. I can update them at any time. So now the werewolves I'll say werewolves wake up. And now I have them point at whoever they want to kill. So they're pointing. They agree on somebody. Okay, wake up. You, sir, have died. Show me your card. That person stands up, and they are the villager. Oh, so sad. They're out of the game. So I go down here, I remove them from the game, and now it's daytime. Okay, lets everybody know we're in the day phase. During the day, the village, nobody knows who anybody is, right? So now the villagers have to accuse one another. And there's a voting system. You can do whatever you want. I'll basically make arbitrary rules, like 2 people have to nominate 1 person, and then that person has a chance to defend themselves, and then there's a vote. So let's say, they're about to, they're fighting, finally someone gets accused, everyone votes to kill that person. You can then go kill players. I'll say, all right, guys, this is the guy you guys voted on. Thumbs up for live, thumbs down for kill. Let's say the whole group thumbs down. That person dies. They say, okay, show everybody your card. And if it's the Seer or the Mason or whatever, I will check this box. And let's say it's the Seer. And now they're dead. So I will remove from the game. The sound effect signifies we're now in the next phase. And I do it again. So you keep doing this. So I'll go through, let's say the werewolves kill a player, so the villager dies. It's morning. I can turn off sound effects at any point with this checkbox right here, so we'll do that for the remainder of this demo. So it's daytime, there's a vote, and they kill the witch, remove from the game and go. Actually, no, let's do a different scenario. They kill a mason. So now it's nighttime. Oh, I have this moon here, let you know it's nighttime. So let's say the witch decides to kill somebody at night and the werewolf decide to kill somebody at night. No big deal. The witch is like, I've had enough of this outspoken person. I'm going to use my power to kill them. So let's say they kill the other mason, and the werewolf ends up targeting the bodyguard. Okay, removed from the game. Now, what happened? The werewolves have have the same number of players as the villagers. So I make the werewolves win in the app. Some people will do it a little bit differently. This is the way that I play it. This is the way that I wrote it. So if there are the same number of werewolves as there are villagers, it's basically one werewolf versus one villager. They just dominate and win. They eat, everybody gets a meal. Now, if I start a new game, a simple game, and I'm just going to run it with a bodyguard and some villagers, and we will do this again, begin night 1. If the villagers kill both the werewolves, the villagers win. It's as simple as that. So this lets you kind of run the game. I will always have in the header here how many players are alive, how many werewolves are alive, and how many villagers are alive. So no matter what screen you're on, it'll always be here. I also created an advanced version, which this is the stable game will always work. The advanced version I'll keep updating. I do have a copy of the werewolf game that has all the cards in it. I have to write each function independently, so it takes a while. In the advanced version right now, I've added the Chupacabra, the Spellcaster, in the Village Idiot. These are the ones that I use the most, so they are here. Okay? Spellcaster will remind you to silence people every day. The Chupacabra software is working, so I'll give you the example. Say I start the game. The Chupacabra each night will select a player. If they are a werewolf, they die. Otherwise, they don't. If all werewolves are dead, kill a player each night. And then, after all the werewolves are dead, the Chupacabra becomes the werewolf. That logic is all working. So I'll give you the example. We'll begin night 1. I will have the werewolves kill the villager. Now we will have a villager get killed by a werewolf and a villager get killed by some magic. And now in the following evening, we're in evening right now. It says night right here, so you always know what's going on. And now we will have the villagers kill the other werewolf, but the Chupacabra remains alive. Well, the game's not over, because the Chupacabra is still in play. This is something that, without this app, I would forget. And I would say, it's over, until the guy who's the Chupacabra goes like, hey, bro, actually, it's not over on the Chupacabra. So then I would forget. So this lets me know, okay, Chupacabra's still in play. Now the Chupacabra is the one that hunts people. So now we go to day. They accidentally blow up a villager. And this keeps going until the Chupacabra and one villager are left alive. So let's say I kill all the villagers except for one. Chupacabra wins. So that's the logic that we have here. Anyway, guys, if you like to run Ultimate Werewolf and you want a real simple web app to let you host the game without having to think about it, I built this for myself, not necessarily for the internet, but I will put this out here. And if you want to use it, use it. The moment you want to make a new game, you can either hit start new game, or you can click reset at any time, and it will reset the game. So be careful of that reset button. You could be halfway through the game. You know, you have your notes and all your nights and whatever, and then you accidentally hit reset. It just resets it. So keep an eye out on that. Practice a few times and all that stuff. But, this kind of gives you the rules at your fingertips. It keeps track of who's who. You don't have to use your camera. It's not complicated like the other app is. To me, I find this simpler. So, therefore, I made it for me. You guys can use it. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you want to host Ultimate Werewolf and you like this app and you find it useful, give me a comment. I'm just curious. I can make more stuff like this. I'm a okay programmer. Okay enough programmer to build apps like these for other games. All right, take care.